WIOD presents Neil Rogers. To get in touch and talk, call 751-WIOD in Dade, 524-WIOD in Broward, or 655-278-WIOD in the Palm Beaches. Other areas may call collect. The opinions expressed by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily those of the station. Now, here's Neil Rogers on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Explain to me now, is this a crank call? 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 Now, this guy who answered the phone, all he was concerned about, he kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call? All he was concerned...
I beg your pardon? What? Oatmeal cookies? Not ours. You notice how he came in here and he's talking with a mic open? He's losing it. He really is losing it. All he wants is the food. Anyway, we got a lot of food. We got Neely's there. We got, that's BLT. Great, good stuff. Thank you, Bernadette and Wayne and all our friends over there. You just continue to be the best. I'm having one more Neely burger and that's it. And lemonade. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, what are we doing, Melvin? What are we doing now? I've kind of lost track. That guy from New Times, if he ever comes back in the building, I'm going to punch him in the mouth. He was a puny little guy anyway. It's the kind of guy I like to punch. Puny, defenseless. Anyway, let's take a lady in North Miami Beach. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hello, Neil. I just thought I'd love to tell you this. I'm sure it will make you happy.
Well, that's good, because you know what an unhappy, miserable SOB I am.
I have never found that, so...
well, that's what the bird said.
What bird? Never heard of him.
The surly bird.
I know. Yes, that's what I want to talk about. We have just returned from Vegas, and do you know what I noticed in absence?
What?
I noticed an absence of Canadian plates on the cars.
Good. When does the plane leave?
They don't. They just don't come to Vegas. I wonder why. They don't know how.
Because they're too cheap. Are you kidding me?
No, because it would be so cheap for them to eat. You know, you get food there for nothing.
Don't spread it around. Although it's something to think about. Listen, I can get on at Highway 10 right now and head out of here like a bat out of hell, at least 20, 30 miles an hour.
Right. If you tell them that they can get breakfast for $2 and dinner for $5, that will clear Miami. I thought you ought to spread it around.
Great. Well, we have been spreading it around with a shovel.
When are you going back there?
When?
To Vegas.
Oh, I don't know.
It's wonderful.
I've been there a million times. I'm just saving my money for a rainy day. Like I'm salting it away like a squirrel does with nuts.
Spend some of it at the Mirage. You'll love it.
That's what I heard. Everybody says it's beyond belief.
It is. It really
okay.
is.
Well, we don't want anything like that here.
Oh, God, you come back here and you just... It's so depressing when you get out of the airport.
Yeah.
But you know you're back because immediately you start hearing Spanish.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Buenos dias. Oh, God. It's 11:08 at WIOD. We have an opening in Dade County, 751-9463. Boca and Palm Beach also wide open. What the hell happened, boy? We started out like a house on fire. That guy from... it's all Nick's fault, really. Don't rip the guy from New Times. It's Nick. That Nickhead. If he ever did anything right, I would just pass out. Although he did get Donny Osmond on a show that one time. I'm trying to think of anything else he ever did that was even close to being right. I got to be honest, I can't think of one. North Miami Beach.
Hello.
Yeah.
How's it going, Neil?
Okay.
Hey, that show yesterday was great.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we should have just played the tape back today, and I could have stayed home and got some stuff done.
No kidding.
Could have shot some pellets into my neighbor's yard.
When you had him read that promo, it was...
The best. I think he ought to do voiceovers, don't you? He ought to call the agencies, man. He ought to sign up with the ad team.
No kidding. I couldn't stop laughing. So anyways, I call in sick to work today.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, okay, you might as well quit. You believe that?
What the hell does that mean? You might as well quit.
That's what they
In other
say.
words, you're not entitled to be sick? Although you don't sound,
not.
You don't sound sick, though.
Well, it's not, like sick stomach. I hurt my hip.
Oh.
So I can barely walk, and I drive around, I drive around in the car.
Uh-huh. Well, what kind of bastards do you work for, anyway?
Not nice one.
Sounds like this place.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, I want to call Felix a douchebag.
Okay. Well, listen, good luck in your job hunting. I know somebody who'd probably like to spend some time with you. He could go out and kind of latch on to you, when you find a new job. He can be your hip kick.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
All right, Neil, take it easy.
Good luck, pal. You'll need it. 10 minutes after 11 at WIOD, an open line and date. If you move real fast now, that's our little psychological Steve Kane game that we like to play with the audience. If you rush, if you move quickly, 751 WIOD. Too bad that he's not knocking him dead in New York, isn't it? I want to hear from everybody who's upset that Steve's not kicking ass in New York. A mobile in Miami. Hello.
How you doing? My name is Bruce, and I just want to tell you have a new fan, and that's me.
Well, that's great, Bruce.
I've been hearing your name and my family for about 6 months now, and I took my wife's car, I turned the radio on. Here came 610, which I've never turned on in my life, and I think you're the greatest.
Well, you're right, Bruce.
Thank you very kindly.
You have excellent taste and a wonderful wife.
You're right on both counts.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Good luck to you, Bruce.
Thank you.
You'll need it with a name like that. It's 11 after 11 at WID. When we come back after the break, now, I shouldn't do this because then they'll all hang up. And I don't want you to do that because that'll make me very angry. Like Michael said in The Godfather, that'll make me very angry. In fact, have you ever seen Michael Corleone and Gilbert together? I don't think so. Didn't he have kind of like a little quaggle there, too? Huh? I think he also went to the Bob Cousy School of something, of articulation. Anyway, we got that Dick Burton stuff from, what is the station he's on now? Q95, WKQI in Detroit. And it's, and there are two, by the way, I'm just giving you advance notice, Melvin, there are two bits back-to-back that I want to play. They run into each other, but just let it go. In fact, I think the last thing he says is Dick. Burton, no. It's Wings Plus that we're talking about right now. I'm getting so disorganized. Should we take the mobile before we do Dick Burton? We better do it. If they're still there in Delray?
Yeah, Neil.
Great, sir.
How are you doing?
Wonderful.
Listen, man, yesterday's show, the best, and I'd really like to start the Gilbert fan club.
All right.
He's definitely the hidden cult hero. He was a spice of life. All our friends were talking about him. It was really funny to take me out to the ball game.
That Cobbies, he's the best.
Yeah, is it possible to get a copy of that tape? You know, the best of Gilbert.
The best of Gilbert. We're working on it right now. Coming to a music store near you soon.
Sure. Yeah, and with each, if anybody wants to start the fan club, we'll give one bumper sticker, honk if you love Gilbert, and the big Gilbert T-shirt, and
now don't forget, Joey made a real boner yesterday, if I can say that. He invited Gilbert to be a guest on his show this Saturday. I have a feeling that one of them will not be on the show the following Saturday, and it might not be Gilbert.
Oh, no, I don't think so. He's pretty funny guy.
He's the best.
Yeah, he is. He really put out a lot of talent yesterday.
Okay, we'll see you around.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, 11:17 at WID. I want you to listen to this stuff very carefully. These two cuts, if you don't wet your pants listening to this, you just have no sense of humor at all.
Good morning, Dick. Ronald Reagan, sports commentator on the new Q95 FM.
Nice to hear from you, Mr. Former President. And what is your sports commentary about this morning, Dutch?
Well, I've got my NFL outlook.
Believe it or not, the NFL season began over the weekend with the first few exhibition games being played.
Well, I'm totally opposed to exhibitionists playing football.
What?
It might be fun for the crowd to see those naked players, but...
No, Dutch.
Dangerous without any equipment.
Sir?
It's really tough on the center.
Yeah, sir, exhibition games are not played by exhibitionists.
Oh, that's right. Their sport is volleyball.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of truth to that. That is one of the big games at nudist camps, sir. You're right.
Oh, which one do you go to?
No, sir. I don't go to the camps.
Nancy and I like Camp Lotta Tush.
Do you?
It's near Fresno.
Is it near Fresno? Good, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what about the Lions this year?
Well, I pick them for the Super Bowl.
You do? How do you figure that, Dutch?
Well, they've got a new stretch offense, and the idea of the Lions winning the Super Bowl is really stretching it.
Boy, that's for sure. Thank you for calling, Mr. Former President.
Okay, Dick. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Nancy. Let's try some short passes. I'll go down to the coffee table and then hook back to the bookcase.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the election tomorrow, our editorial board here at the Z thought it was important for you to hear one last debate between the candidates. Both parties turned down our offer about the top men, but have agreed to the two vice presidential candidates. So on the line with me now are Senator Benson and Senator Quayle. Welcome, gentlemen.
I Hi, Mr. Purton. This won't take too long, will it? I got an early tea time.
Kennedy hated golf.
He did not.
Did too.
Dick,
Did
you
not.
promised.
That's right, Senator Benson. You did agree not to use the K word.
Sorry, I haven't had my prune juice yet. That's not myself.
That's right. Gentlemen, what about the issues?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up. I was just reading an old issue of Golf Digest here.
No, not those issues, Senator. What are your parties going to do about, for example, taxes?
I think we'll carry Texas.
No.
After all, I'm the senator here.
I know you.
Why did you mess up? He said taxes.
Did not.
Did too.
Did not.
Yeah, you're no Lyndon Johnson.
What the hell are you talking
I
about?
finally got you back.
You know, Kennedy had a bad back.
He did not.
Did too.
Gentlemen, let's talk about your chances now of winning, all right?
I've got my Z lottery ticket right here.
No,
You
no.
got my number. I got a real good shot.
No, Senator Quayle. I meant the election.
Haven't had one of those in years.
No, Senator Benson.
He had them all the time. That's why he was fooling around.
He was not.
Was too. Hey, Gary Hart looked like a eunuch.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for being here and have a good day. Senator Benson, Senator Quayle.
Okay, 20 after 11 at WID. Just the kind of material you hear on South Florida radio. Dick Purton, Q95 in Detroit. There's a whole tape, and this is his second one. I only wish our tape was as funny as this. This is the second best of Purton benefiting Children's Hospital of Michigan. It's on a cassette. And so if you want to go up to Detroit, you can probably buy it in a record store. Okay, 20 past 11 at WIOD. We have an open line in Palm Beach at 655 WIOD. There's tons of stuff on that cassette, by the way, and every day. That'll be a good hook to get people. Look at that. There's 15 cuts. 15 cuts on there. We might play a couple of more later on today, okay, when we get to our lull about 12:30. First, Florida State.
From a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another that the bird's not around. They say he's out of work now. He's got to buy his own lunch now. And Neil's never looking back again. It's ponderous and it's boring. It's causing lots of snoring. We're tired of hearing how the bird got screwed. Is he a man or a bird now? He needs to find a job now. He's running out of dough, so he's yakking like a loon. Heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another that the bird's not around.
Okay, let's hear it for him. 25 past 11 at WIOD. Here's a Worthing and Major call. That's interesting. Hello.
Hi, Stan.
Stan.
Yeah, Neil.
Oh. How you doing, Joe?
Good. It seems everybody in the business likes to rip each other. Last night I was in my car and I accidentally punched up Craig Worthing. And
at night?
At night, yeah.
What was he doing on at night?
I don't know, but he was on last night, and he was ripping Stan, saying that now Stan's on at night, and he says all Stan's callers ever do is just say how great he is, and he says all Stan does is say mobile, and he says, why don't you get a show, Stan? He said, that's all you ever say is mobile, and your callers say you're great. He says, Stan, you have to do something in order to be great at it. He said, you have no show.
Really?
Continue to rip him, and I couldn't believe it.
That sounds very much unlike Craig. Are you sure it was Craig? Maybe it was Ernie.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah, Craig would never do that. Craig is on, first of all, midday. He's on right now on WFTL. He's a good friend of mine. He doesn't do that. Craig is just too nice of a guy to do that. But Ernie, of course, rips everybody. Now, let's look back at those big numbers Ernie had in the book, a .2, a .1, and a .3. Attaboy, Ernie.
Yeah, and he's ripping. I guess that's right. It was Ernie because now Stan's on...
yeah. Now he's got some competition. He might not even show up in the book. He might be like the motivation station.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd give you that little bit of information.
Excellent report, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Even though we had the wrong name. 27 after 11 at WIOD. We had an opening in, what do? We have an opening in Broward at 524 WIOD. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about Jicka or whatever the heck his name is had an article on Dick Farrell.
Yes.
What newspaper, what issue?
Well, it's in the Sun Sentinel because that's the one that Tom writes for. It's on page 9E today on the radio and the entertainment page.
Oh, shoot, I'm in Miami.
You're in Miami? Well, drive up to Hallandale. See Sonny Rosenberg while you're there.
I can't drive. Also, I'd like you, if you could possibly repeat that, whatever, Rosenberg or something about the strip bars.
Yeah, Sonny wants the commissioners all to, they don't have any in Hallandale, so he wants them to go on a little junket to a neighboring city and visit a topless bar and get perspired and worked up to a frenzy watching so they can do a little research as to whether they should pass a no-nude club place in ordinance in Hallandale.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, the trick to
the word is horny, sir. Desperate.
The trick to Hallandale is there in the area there are nude bars, but they're in an unincorporated section.
Great. Well, that's probably where he wants to go. That's where Sonny ought to be in politics, in unincorporated places.
Oh, supposedly tomorrow afternoon there's going to be a show, I think, on the Alex Bennett show, having to do with strip bars.
Well, let me look at my thing here, and I don't see it on my thing, but if you say so, I believe it.
Oh, well, I'll be on it.
Oh, yeah? Great.
Very interesting show.
Great. Are there going to be any topless guests?
There'll be a couple.
Excellent. Well, that ought to get that live studio audience going. Maybe some of those people we saw in the Grove yesterday will show up for that.
Also, Stan mentioned last night he knows he's not going to be around. He's just a fill-in.
Well, he's not too pleased with the crap that they're spewing in the paper, and I don't blame him, and I haven't said anything about it. Well, not too much, but it's Bush League, you know. I mean, they don't have to tip their hat to anybody else. Whatever they're doing is their own business. And, you know, they don't owe anything to Juan Carlos Kotex. They don't have to give him a bunch of... Just, he's there, and however long he's there, they should kiss the ground, that's all.
He has a lot of class. He adds a lot of class to the station at that time of the night.
You bet. And if they leave him in there for a couple of months, there'd be a real number. You know, I mean, they may be... I used to do 10s and 11s at night, but these people that are Johnny-come-latelys in this market, they don't realize the virgin territory that there is there at night, because all the other stations are running all this network and tape crap that nobody wants to listen to.
Well, I used to be a disc jockey for 15 years, on and off, and the only thing I heard about Major's show, which I don't like too much, was dead air. Some dead air in his show. Which is,
well, maybe he'll work at WJR in Detroit, sir. They like dead air there. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Okay, good luck to you. Okay, they're all experts. Everybody knows this business inside and out. If they're so smart, how come they're not in management, right? Well, maybe that's a rhetorical question. Maybe because they know something. Let's go to Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Yeah, hi, Neil.
Hi.
Listen, I called because the guy you had in your first half hour, the one who was talking about Steve's numbers in New York.
Yeah.
That's the guy that had the 12,000 raised in the condominium in the bank account.
No, that guy had a low voice.
No,
it's not the same guy.
Well, I was almost positive it was.
No.
Because that was the one who talked about the conspiracy between Lee Fowler and...
Yeah, no, that was not the same guy. Oh, that guy had a real old, low voice. This guy had a higher voice.
No, he,
well, maybe he was throwing his voice.
No, I thought it was low, too. But anyway...
Well, I don't know how low can he go, sir?
He always pretty low. He always has inside information about Kane.
Well, I know we know what the number was. The number was a 2.8, and he said, no, it's going lower. And that's when I became a little leery, because the trends aren't going to be out in any market for another 10 days or so I don't know what he's talking about.
Exactly. Well, you know, also that Stockwell, is that Stockwell, the guy you, from Christine?
John Stockwell.
He was in Top Gun.
Was he?
He's in the beginning. He's the pilot that washes out, which enables Tom Cruise to go to the
well, isn't that nice? How come we couldn't have gotten Tom Cruise to wash out?
That's a good question.
God, maybe John will show up in my next remote.
Yeah, that's a good question. Anyway, enjoy your show.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Okay, well, he could be right. That could have been the guy.
He kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call? He kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call? All he was concerned about. He kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call?
11:31 at WIOD. We have an open line in Broward at 524-CRANK, 524-WIOD. Wilton Manors is gone. Well, up yours, okay? I hope that the whole city of Wilton Manors just like fades off the map into the ocean. We have an opening in Dade, 2 in Broward. What the hell just happened there, man? Did we do something evil and wrong? Did we offend the audience? Don't forget, Alex Bennett, speaking of that, Tommy Smothers on the phone, comic Keith Barany, and that live studio audience. And then tomorrow, boy, if he's going to have some nude women with enormous things, I can guarantee you he'll have an audience tomorrow, huh? Friday. Well, he'll say it's because of the end of the week. But we know where his audience is coming from, okay? They want a lot of those Our donut people in here with the gigantic breasts, and that's where it's at. That's what the Alex Bennett Show is all about, is big boobs. Miami.
Neil.
Yeah.
What's up?
How you doing, pal?
All right.
What's happening, dude?
I'm sick today.
How they hanging? You're sick?
Yeah.
Another one, boy.
My phone can make it to the bathroom. I'll be in my position.
Okay.
Listen, you got to do something about B&B in the afternoon.
About what?
Boring Bennett.
Well, you stop it. Stop it. See, then he accuses me. Then he turns around and accuses me of ripping him. I've been pretty damn nice to him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but he's terrible.
I was trying to pump him up yesterday at that crowd at the remote, and I mentioned his name, and they were all hissing and booing. They had little voodoo dolls. Well, that's because nobody gives anybody a chance in this market.
Well,
give him another week or two, and you'll really hate him like poison.
He's pretty weak.
Why do you say that? Let's get specific. I mean, you can call up any show and you can say Joe Smith. He's weak. Well, what does that mean?
He doesn't know anything about this market.
Well, he's only been here a week and a half.
And he brings all these people in from. I don't know. I don't like it personally.
But you can't give me a good reason, though. I mean, the fact he doesn't know anything about the market, that's because Nick is giving him all the information. And Nick, of course, is, try to sabotage the show because Steve is giving him orders. It's just that when you lighten up, he got that surly look on his face. Just relax, will you? At least I can do is get even for that stiff guy you brought in from the New Times this morning. Now Nick's getting surly and uptight. Look at that. Give me a look that could kill. Then he finally started grinning because he knows that business has been good this week. He's just moved into a $2 million mansion in the Grove, by the way, Nick. Sir?
Yeah.
Are you following that?
Yeah.
Goes to show you, if you keep two jobs at the same time, it really pays off.
Well, tell him to send a bail over.
He said business is tremendous.
Listen, I have
It's
a Debbie
booming.
Ellis spy report.
What spy report?
Debbie Ellis.
Hold on one second. WIOD.
You'd like to speak to Neil?
Sure, hold on. Is this you?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I just get nervous when I see those lines flash because Melvin's doing a whole... he's looking for another job.
Oh, he's busy.
You heard that woman. She said he's about to bail out.
Good. Listen.
Maybe he could fly the WIOD traffic copter and we could let him bail out.
Yes.
Right over Biscayne Bay with Clarence. Hold on. WIOD. Okay. Yeah, that was just a line checker. Go ahead.
All right.
Alex will have a strippers panel and a surprise guest on Friday, it says on my screen. Okay, so that guy had good information.
Hopefully a surprise host. Listen. Yeah.
You're wicked. You're brutal. You don't let up for a second. Why don't you give the guy a chance? Wouldn't you like to come in and see the strippers tomorrow?
No, thank you.
Why not?
I'm not that type.
Oh, God, you're one of those?
Yeah, no.
Well, you should have been in the Grove yesterday. God, you should have seen that crowd. You would have been on your hands and knees on the floor, begging, pleading, like I was.
I'll do anything to get him off the air.
What is it? He's not going off the air. He's got a contract for 6 weeks.
Well, they can still break it.
Hold on a second. Boca, WIOD.
Cubs win, Cubs win.
Oh, it was Harry. Harry's practicing. Go ahead.
Okay,
Debbie Ellis.
Huh?
Debbie Ellis. Okay. Do I have to remind you what you called about?
Yeah, kind of forgetful sometimes.
Well, I know. Debbie Ellis spy report.
Okay, remember when WID, whoever got the fine?
Yeah. What do you mean whoever got the fine? That was us. 10 big ones.
Well, okay.
10 grand for penis envy or something.
Right. Well, Debbie Ellis was defending you and everything.
Well, isn't she wonderful? Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it?
Well, you got her behind you.
Well, I got news for you, boy. If I ever fall down, I'm safe.
Well, you can always run behind her. It'll take him at least a year to get behind her then.
Yeah, have a wonderful life, and just give Alex a little chance, okay? A little tiny one. You can relate to that.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Okay, have a great day.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay. What a guy. Boca.
Hello, Neil?
Yeah.
This is Gilbert.
Saying to me now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call? Is this a crank call? Is this a crank call?
Okay, 24 till noon at WIOD. Let's do a little break here, Melvin, and we'll be right back. 20 till noon at WIOD. Is this a mobile from Oral Springs? I didn't know they could do that there. Hello?
Yeah, we can't do it that well either, man. I'm on one of these Pee Wee Herman mobile phones, and it's about to click. So I figure I better hurry up.
Yeah, good phone. Okay, excellent call. I guess they can only do like for 10 or 12 seconds in the Springs. If there's any newcomers in town, do not move to Coral Springs unless you like a lot of regimentation, okay? You can send your kids to Taravella, and they can goose step every day. They're all gone, Yvette, I think. Everything is gone. And Alex just came in and had one of those big weenies, and everything is gone. Okay, collect from Dallas.
Dallas, that's right. Neil,
Speak up, sir. Speak up.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
Listen, your buddy Sonny Fox is on this morning.
Yeah.
He pulled a Dickie Farkle trick.
What's that?
He's got word search now.
Yep.
Yep.
He's got the dictionary, the electronic dictionary.
Oh, God.
Yeah, unbelievable.
All those pseudo-intellectuals in Dallas, I can just see it now. Like gosh dang?
Gosh dang, gosh darn, you got it. TJ,
Yeah.
you know it.
Excellent. Well, that Sonny's doing well over there. I hate to break the news to you, but he's kicking ass. That's what I hear.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I'll tell you, I really thought that I saw old Stan down here. Stan around town or what?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's investigating the Kennedy assassination route again. He's at the grassy knoll.
Well, that's what I thought. He was up there having a picnic.
You see a little, if you see, in fact, that answers the question. Everybody wonders what that puff of smoke was on the grassy knoll. Stan was there with a stogie.
Yep, that was a big one, too.
You bet. And
Hey,
the
let me tell
stogie,
you,
too.
I got a quick spy report for you.
Okay.
You got a guy in there in your newsroom, Shane Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Old Shane used to be with some hokey radio station in Sebring, Florida.
Oh, great. My favorite.
Your favorite. You need to check it out. But
Oh.
I'm telling you, that's where the boy came from.
Well, I believe it. I'll be honest with you. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Have a great day, sir. And
I'm trying to find my life out here. How about
call up Funny Socks and tell him I said hi.
You got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Honey Vox, he's doing very well in Dallas. It's 11:42. Well, that's because they can't understand what he's saying. If they could ever understand a word he said, they'd kick his ass out of town on a rail. Let's answer Dade, shall we? WIOD.
Hey, how you doing today?
Okay.
That was quick.
Who's this?
What do you mean who's this? Well, this is Bruce. Who's this?
This is Neil.
I know that.
Well, I didn't know it was Bruce.
Well, how you doing?
So you have an advantage. You know who's on this end.
This is true.
It's either Melvin or me.
Hey, I'm calling from down south here.
Or
I
it
don't
could be
get
Boy Gary.
I don't get this on Sentinel. Can you read? Could you read the article?
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm just reading the part that pertains to Mr. Farrell and Mr. Major. Is that what
Farrell
you want?
Levitt.
You want to hear it?
Yes, sir.
Dick Farrell, who was hired by radio station WIOD as a stopgap evening host between baseball seasons, didn't even make it to spring training. Embarrassingly low ratings in the Fall Arbitron book brought about his premature departure. He was replaced by Stan Major effective last Tuesday night. The Fall ratings book indicated the WIOD audience was overwhelmingly rejecting the strident right-winger who previously had been fired by WJNO in the Palm Beach market. Among the unconventional positions that might have turned off the audience was Farrell's declaration that Americans have a constitutional right to own any weapon, but do not have a right to privacy. Farrell inherited a 3.5 audience share from Sports Talk at 8 p.m., but by the 9 to 10 hour, WIOD's ratings plummeted to 0.9. WIOD General Mangler Mike Disney said a fractional rating is unheard of at WIOD. We have more people than that listening at 5 o'clock in the morning, he said. Farrell's share improved to a 2-1 in his final hour, which is still minuscule by WIOD standards, but as soon as he left the air, WIOD skyrocketed to a 7 at 11 p.m. for Larry King. Disney said the station would have made the change as soon as the ratings book was released, but was unable to because Major, who until 2 weeks ago was WIOD's afternoon personality, was originally reluctant to take over the 8 to 11 p.m. shift. As soon as Major agreed to the new assignment, WIOD made the change. WIOD still plans to broadcast Yankees baseball games this season, but Major will fill the gaps on evenings when there are no games, as well as serve as the station's swing host during vacation and sick leaves, period.
That's good.
End of quote.
End of quote. That's excellent.
Yeah.
He deserves it, though.
Who?
Stan.
Yes, and he deserves a little bit more support, but they don't know how to do that here. They like to keep everybody on the rope, you know.
So, has Levitt been back since then to get, like, his last
I don't know. He's certainly going to come in here and give his regards, I'll tell you that.
Well, then I guess you have no idea if he's still renting from Steve. Well, that's pretty good now that he has to leave. Now Steve can get his condo when he comes back.
Yeah, there you go. Steve will at least still have a place to live. I don't even know if he ever rented his house out.
Well, didn't he rent some condo with some old geriatric place there in North Miami Beach?
Yeah, but he's also got the house that I was going to rent out, and I changed my mind because I don't want to do business with Steve, and the timing wasn't right either. And so he may have a couple of vacancies there. So he may, have a lot of space to come back to when he bombs in New York.
That's good. That's good. Send him a toad.
Okay.
Good day.
See ya. It's 11:45. Cruel audience, man. You're awfully cruel, I'll tell you. Boy, I was sitting there yesterday at Specs looking around and just drooling. I said, God, there's just... I have never seen anything quite like that all in one place, except maybe when I was in Amsterdam. I just never saw so many hot-looking people all in one spot, and I thought, gee, any one of these people could go home with me, and I'd never come back. Let's go to... But that's the way it is. Speaking of that, here's a call from the Grove.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
Come on, dump those boring calls. Let's have some fun. It's the Grove, okay? Number one, you are really cute when you smile.
Yeah.
Not as cute as Gilbert, but you're pretty darn cute. No, don't stand in line at the Camilla's house. I don't think it's that desperate at the moment. But, Neil, you were good on the Gilbert
This is
show.
crank call. Now, this guy who answers the phone, all he was concerned about, he kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call?
You were good on the Gilbert show.
Yeah.
And, hey, look, Neil,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it. You can get it
I
down.
have a statement, Larry, I have a statement to make and a question to ask.
Yeah.
Okay. The statement is,
Yeah. It's only a
Okay.
4-hour show, ma'am.
come back to the Grove. We don't want you standing in the line at Camilla's, but please dump Stan and Steve. They're boring, and you're great. And 3 cheers for Fat Rich. He's not all that bad.
Yeah. Well,
no, he's
right up your alley, lady. Get lost, okay? Talking about all those wonderful, young, living and breathing, beautiful people in the Grove, and this old bag calls in here just enough to make me puke. What? 6? Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yeah.
I got a Farkle spy report for you.
Excellent.
Neil, you couldn't have been more wrong about him. Any man that gets hired within 2 days must be a star. He got hired by FTL to do Sunday nights between midnight and 4, and I just heard it on a promo on their station.
All right.
Owe the man an apology.
Okay, we apologize. Congratulations, Dickie. You're the best.
More people will be listening to that show than Stan's show, even though Stan is only there for 2 days.
Yeah. I got news for you, sir. When did you have this hallucination?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I got my hand across my chest, and I am about to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good. Do it. It's 11:47 at WIOD, one of those 12 Neanderthals that we had listening at night. I'll guarantee you, we have more people, even with El Presidente on last night, we've had more people listening the last 2 nights to this radio station than we've had the last 2 months put together. There's an opening in Broward, 524 WIOD, and one in Palm Beach at 655 WIOD. Alan who?
Alan Finkelson.
Hold on. We got a mobile in Palm Beach. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
You wouldn't want to spend all that money while Alan was honking a Chinik, would you?
No, not really.
You want to get on right away, right?
That's it.
Hold on a second. You'll wait, right?
I'll wait.
Okay. He'll wait. He's a great American, sir.
Neil, you're ripping the bird, which is fine. He did have a lame job, but he has some good points against you, big guy.
Yeah.
You are a miserable guy. You do hate a lot of people.
Yeah.
Those guys, Joey and Spuds and the other dudes that come in there and see you are just kissing butt. You know that.
Yeah.
But everybody at your station, you criticize.
Yeah.
Sid Gacky, what's wrong with him? He's a
Great
sportsman.
guy. One of my best friends.
And Goldberg's your best friend.
No, I said one of my best friends.
Well, you rip everybody, and
That's
you mean
right.
it. If people
That's
don't
right.
realize
I
you
mean
really
it, sir. You know who I'm going to rip now?
Oh, God.
You know?
Not God.
Huh?
Who's next?
You. Okay, you had to wait for that?
Well, that's the way it goes.
I know.
Don't worry about
It was worth it, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, you gave it to me the other day about some Yankee owner. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
I heard you.
Get rid of him, okay? We don't need him in the sport.
No, he's not in
We
it.
need good sports in harness racing and
horse
thoroughbred
came in-
racing.
His horse came in 9th, just like the Yankees did Tuesday
Good,
night.
good.
No, and he's not talking to me anyway.
I see Tommy Harmer's back. When did he sneak into town? What's going on here?
I don't know. I guess it's snowing in Chicago.
See, he had a 38-1 shot that just missed last night, came in second. What the hell is going on with this guy?
I, believe it or not, wasn't even here for the first time. I was with Rebecca Paul from the lottery. And letting her know what happened to our parimutuel industry.
Yeah, did you tell her to keep her lottery tickets out of the track, too, by the way?
Well, of course, we didn't like it to. They've done too good. $3 billion in 2 years, and...
Well, you know what they say, a sucker's born every minute.
Yes, did you hear? We got a big payoff going on here.
Yeah, did I hear it?
It's up to 28,000.
The super,
Tri-Super.
Tri-Super, that's it.
And we also... You know what worked great the other day, Saturday night, and you haven't been here, so I don't know, but we gave out $5,000.
Don't you think I do your spots, Alan? Do you think I'm living in a vacuum?
You are not
You think
here.
just because you don't see my fat, ugly face that I don't know what's going on at Pompano Park?
But you're getting billed for your table, your cover charge.
I'll give you a cover charge.
When you come in?
I might come up there tonight, as a matter of fact.
Okay. My daughter's birthday, we'd like to have you.
Well, great. That's wonderful.
And I love you.
Okay.
Take care.
See ya. That's what Joey said, too. It's 11:53 at WIOD. We have an opening in Broward, 524-9463. 524 Mung And in honor of Tom Jicka's column, and we also had a call just before these last two insipid calls.
Why do you lie in your column?
I have no problem with my credibility, neither do my readers.
Well, that was pretty weak.
Let's see who's
All
around.
four of them.
Let's see who's around a while, Dick.
That speaks for itself. Okay, that was the good cut. Let's go to Fort Lauderdale. Hello?
Neil.
Yeah.
Got a question and a comment.
Yes, sir.
I'm reading this paper here on the same page you were about the Farrell in, Major out, or the other way around, actually. You read down a little bit, it says that the Cubs are going to be broadcast on Channel 34.
Yeah, but that's in Fort Pierce.
Well, that's great if you're sitting under the tower.
Yeah.
Or if the wind's blowing just right.
Well, you know, the Sun Sentinel panders to Palm Beach County so much, and I guess if you're way up in Palm Beach County, you can pick up 34. But down here, we don't even know what the hell it is.
Well, that's great. Even if you got a satellite, you can't.
But it
pick it
also
up.
says that 39 still might do some weeknight games.
Yeah,
huh?
might.
Might.
Yeah.
It might be. It could be. It ain't. It ain't.
Yeah,
We'll
cold day
see.
in hell.
I know.
The question. I got somehow accidentally roped into being on Alex's studio audience.
Great.
Now, you got any tips or is there any warnings that I should have before I go in? Or
Well, when's it going to be? Tomorrow? I wear loose clothing tomorrow if
well,
it's going
no,
to be on
not
that
tomorrow.
show.
It's next Tuesday.
Oh, next Tuesday? Well, in that case, wear some tight clothing, okay? I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the audience in the early part of the week, you get like 4 or 5. It's pretty grim.
Well, I tried to get in
Pretty
on
grim.
tomorrow, but of course, that's impossible.
Don't you think that if he's going to do a live studio audience, wouldn't it be better if they took, and again, I'm not trying to program his show, but like yesterday at Specs, we had hundreds and hundreds of people. I mean, altogether, we had a tremendous turnout. Wouldn't it be more fun if they took it out on the road where they could get like a whole bunch of people and the studio audience could react for real instead of like 5 or 6 people making barnyard sounds?
Yeah, that would probably be better.
Yeah.
How big is the studio? I mean, how many people?
Small. It could, max it can hold about a dozen people in here. Wear very like ventilated clothing, okay?
We get free food, right?
Because it gets real close. Yeah, you get free food. You get fed. That's why you're coming, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Neil.
Yes.
I have no life.
Okay.
Bye.
I like your refreshing honesty, sir, on all counts.
I came out of the closet.
Excellent.
Bye.
Go back in. It's 11:56 at WIOD. We have an opening in Broward, 524 Mung, and in Palm Beach, 655-9463. Where the hell is Gilbert? What happened to Gilbert? Melvin? What happened to Gilbert? Oh, now don't go shining Gilbert, okay? I mean, we don't want him right off the bat, but if Gilbert calls, now we got to have Gilbert. Oh, Melvin is, oh, look at that. I didn't realize that. You're right. Melvin is on the way out, lady. You're right. Put that Gilbert on the phone, Melvin. God, he's like a celebrity. He's called every other show in town. This is the show that he made his claim to fame yesterday with an incredible performance, and you cut him off? Oh, my God. Tom Ryan's Aunt Ro. Ro, how you doing?
Hi, Neil. How are you?
Are you really Tom's aunt?
Yes, I am.
Well, he is a panic.
Isn't he? I can't wait for the show tonight. But I just called to tell
For
you
what
that
show tonight?
Knots Landing.
Oh, that Tom Ryan. See, I'm all confused. I thought it was Tom Ryan that used to be on with Dick Purton.
No.
Tom Ryan from Knots Landing.
Right.
Yes. He's looking better every week, by the way.
I'm glad. I know.
Mhm.
Anyway, I just called to say you had a great show yesterday. And
Well, I'm glad
Gilbert-
somebody did. I thought we had a phenomenal show yesterday, and all anybody today wants to talk about is Dick Farkle and what a jerk I am. That's about it.
No way. Gilbert was really funny. He had my whole office hysterical.
Yeah, too bad that Melvin didn't put him on when he called today, isn't it?
Did he cut him off?
Yeah, he gave him the old shine.
Oh, no.
What a maniac.
Oh, well.
It's our only hope for success, and we're hanging up on him. Well, we'll be watching tonight with bated breath. Oh, that's right. I can't go to Pompano tonight. It's Thursday. It's
Right.
Knots Landing night. I'm not going to tape it. Of course, I could watch it at the track, but that would be embarrassing,
That would be good, yeah.
Especially when I have my face right up against the screen, it'd be embarrassing. Because Pat Peterson might just make a brief scene or two tonight.
Yeah, I think he might. Anyway, all right, Neil, have a good one.
I heard that they were going to grease his body up with olive oil tonight, but that's just a rumor. Have a great day.
You too.
See ya. Okay, look at that phone. That's pretty depressing. 4 stinking calls. See, you people here have changed the whole tone of this show today, and I'm pretty distraught. And where the hell's my check, too, by the way? It's Thursday. We don't even have Fat Yenta Rich here to go downstairs and raise hell and get my check and make a big scene and jump up and down on the table and cause an earthquake. All 3 lines in Broward, wide open like the Dead Sea, 524 WIOD, 524-9463, Miami Beach. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing, Neil?
Great.
Yeah, I was at the remote yesterday. I had a good time.
Great. Well, I'm glad somebody, it seems like this audience is disconnected from that. Anna's got my check in there, right? Oh, no, we haven't made the transfer yet, okay? We have to send the Brinks truck. No check? I don't know what she's talking about. I don't want to hear about it, Anna. It's too depressing. I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, that's what
Tell him to take a loan from Larry King.
I want to thank you for the picture you gave me for my girlfriend.
You bet.
That was pretty nice of you.
Do I know who you are? You're not the guy who was wearing the orange shirt, were you?
That's me.
Oh, jeez. Everybody was talking about you. They said it in, this guy's got a...
524-WIOD in Broward, or 655 and 278 WIOD in the Palm Beaches. Other areas may call collect. The opinions expressed by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily those of the station. Now, here's Neil Rogers on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
This is Learning to Spell with Donnell. I'll be Donnell Jackson, and today we're going to spell the word consensus. Spell it with me now. Consensus. C-O-N-S-E-N-S-U-S. Now, let's use it in a sentence. Be careful what you say. Those cops consensus to jail. This is Learning to Spell with Donnell. I'll be Donnell Jackson.
I mean, is this what we're coming to?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. 1206 at WIOD. The lady with the dog is on the phone. Hello.
Hi.
How's Tara?
Oh, she's just fine. She
Well,
got
that's
a little bit of indigestion from Gilbert, so I had to take her home.
Yeah, well, Gilbert's okay in small doses.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit to her. But she had a good time, and so did I. That was really
I can't hear you at all. Are you on some kind of a 2-bit phone?
Probably. Can you hear me now?
Just not real good.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to yell.
Yeah. If you scream into that little thing, it helps.
Yes. Well, it's probably a cheap phone. So, anyway.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun yesterday.
I thought so.
Yeah.
But I guess I was wrong.
Why?
Well, I don't know. The audience today seems like they've got a whole different agenda. This is not the logical follow-up to yesterday's remote.
Well, maybe
But then
it
in
is.
this town, nothing is ever a logical follow-up. It all went down the toilet when the guy from New Times was here today, thanks to him and Nick. And we've never recovered from that.
No. Well, you have to watch out for those people,
Yeah.
because you never know.
Troublemakers, professional troublemakers, going to write this sensational story, the real story behind the firing of the bird through a bird's eyes. A bird's eye view.
Which one? The new one. You've got a new one now.
A new what?
Bird.
We do?
Yeah. Didn't
Who's-
Gilbert say he
No, Gilbert's not going to be the bird. We don't. One thing I've learned, you don't let these people overdo it, okay? Because then they're like a whirling dervish. They get out of control and they're all over the place, and then they stop being funny and there's no novelty anymore, and it just wears out real quick. Believe me.
It did.
Never spoil a good thing.
Right. Well, anyway, I have to go, but I just wanted to call and say hi.
Okay, give Tara my love. Tell her that Tiny and Winnie send the love and kisses.
Well, it'd be fun if they could get together, but I guess he's sort of nearer to her side now than he used to be. If you know what I mean.
What?
He's closer to being a she.
Oh, yeah. They're both looking very sleek and feminine these days. The operation will do that.
Yes.
Have a great day.
Okay, you too.
1209 at WIOD. We have an opening in Dade, one in Broward, okay, as we try to rebuild a little momentum and recover from being thrown off right at 10 o'clock this morning at about 5 of. And we certainly want to thank the very nice people over at New Times. Albert Stern, Howard's brother, no doubt. Maybe he came here to sabotage the show. Albert, who writes for New Times. That's what I always wanted to be when I grew up, was a writer for New Times Magazine in Miami. And just fabulous. I mean, talk about making something out of nothing. The bird gets even is what it's all about. Boy, I sure hope he does get even. I hope he gets a big job. Maybe he can be Dickie Farkle's sidekick on FTL. That would be a match made in heaven. Boca.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Neil. This is a non-abusive caller from Boca.
Uh-huh.
This is the first
All
time.
he was concerned about. He kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call?
No, it's not a crank call.
Okay.
It's the first time I've had the courage to call you.
Wonderful.
I've been listening to you from when you were on AM to FM and back to AM. And the
I'm going
problem
back
is,
to FM. I'm going back to FM.
The problem is, I live in a condominium in Boca, and we cannot get AM because of all the steel beams here. So I have to ride around in my car all day to enjoy listening to you.
Great. Well, did you ever think about, do you have a place outside there where you could take a little Sony Walkman and sit down and soak up some rays and just relax?
But on the 5th floor, you know, it gets so breezy here, you're liable to get blown
No,
away.
I don't mean on the 5th floor. Don't you have, are you in a complex?
Yeah, it's kind
Well,
of...
don't you have a little pool area down there where you could go and sit with all the yentas and have a Sony Walkman on so you wouldn't have to
but
hear
how
them?
am I going to talk to you? I don't have a mobile phone for the pool.
Oh, no, so in other words, you're not one who listens, you just want to talk.
No, I listen to you constantly,
Oh.
but I didn't have the courage to call you, but now I had to go to
Does
the...
anybody understand this?
I had to go to the periodontist this morning, and so I figured I'm going to call. I'm getting
Well, that's
the
great.
courage
You
to call
can always pick up the station on your fillings. We're very strong in dentist offices. We're almost as big as life.
Right. Yeah, that's the old-fashioned way to do it. Is to put the little.
All of a sudden, I'm starting to hyperventilate, and my puppic is just.
I know what a puppic is.
Doing a little.
That's the middle of the you-know-what.
Doing a little dance.
Right. I didn't want to say to you that a long time ago.
You did say this is in Boca, right?
Yes, Boca.
Okay, that explains it.
A long time ago, I was stationed in Boca at the airfield, which is now FAU University.
Uh-huh.
And
great.
In those days,
you're kind of like a little space cadet.
Well, yeah, and there was nothing here, nothing but the Boca Raton Hotel and Club.
Yeah, don't we all wish it was like that now? Huh?
Yeah, it would have been nice.
What a pubic service that would be.
Well, of course, over the years, so many people have moved in, and the density has increased.
Well, listen, Albert, have a wonderful life.
No,
It's
Edward.
been a lot of... Well, it doesn't make any difference.
Edward.
No, it makes no difference.
Keep it straight.
Have a nice... Not in this case. Have a nice life, and call us again some year, okay, when you get yourself straightened out. 12 minutes past noon at WIOD. We have an opening in Broward and in Boca. 524 WIOD in Broward and 278 Hopeless in Boca and Delray. 278 WIOD. It's a joke. Anyway, 12:15 at WIOD. Congratulations, Gail. Is that for publication? Can we announce that? Oh, that's nice. She's not uptight and surly. Gail just got engaged. What does that mean? Oh, you're just brutal, Melvin. Why don't you just sit down and relax and stop being so negative? Be more positive like me. We have two open lines in Broward, 524 WIOD, and I got to be honest with you. You people today, I just can't believe you. You make me sick. We had such a great time and such fun and games, and then the whole thing unfolds on a Calder show this morning with Gilbert taking phone calls. Okay? You'd think he wasn't even on this show yesterday. And today it's just like every other day, man. It's like guesswork. You never know. It's just like a puzzle, like an enigma. Let's get those Broward lines going. Let's show some enthusiasm and some excitement. And it's Thursday already, for crying out loud. And let's have a live studio audience for Alex Bennett today and stop sitting back there on your haunches waiting to be begged and pleaded with. What the hell do you people want anyway? You want us to come to your house and bring the food to you? Is that what you want? You want us to cater your life? I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. And we'll be over at 3:30. Oh, by the way, we want to say special hello to Eric in Coconut Grove, who called us just recently. Too bad we ran out of time, Eric. That could have been a hell of a call. Anyway, let's go to... No, he's a great guy. He really is. I mean, Eric was there yesterday with his orange T-shirt and his girlfriend. I don't know if his girlfriend was with him. I guess not, and I spelled her name wrong. And I'm so sorry, Eric. I promise I'll never do it again. Let's go to Norwood. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yeah.
I really enjoy your show, and I have been in the last year and a half or so, but my feathers got a little bit ruffled a few minutes ago when you put on that Darnell tape. I know your show is all fun and games, but as a black person, I felt that they kind of perpetuated the stereotype that...
Sir, it's satire. It's satire, sir, and almost all satire is based on stereotypes, and it's a joke, and it's humor, and it's for fun. Lighten up a little bit. Have a great day. 1217 at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade County. We've been playing those things for months, so if he listens every day, I don't know why it is he just discovered it. Miami, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Great.
Maybe this will improve your day. I was there yesterday. I showed up just as Joey was slobbering all over you.
Oh, God. Oh, the worst moment of my life.
That was incredible. If people think you're funny on the radio, they should see you all in person.
I know, a panic.
That's like the best half an hour I ever had in my life.
Really? Well,
yeah.
You must have how old are you, sir?
27.
Well, you must have a pretty slow life. I guess the best is yet to come, so to speak.
Matter of fact, you signed an autograph for a friend of mine named Debbie.
Debbie?
And she thanks you.
Oh, look at that. Mr. Yenta's in the building now. Mr. Troublemaker, Fat Rich, just sat down in the control room. Didn't come in here today, I noticed. He's sitting far away at a distance. In the control room, the troublemaking Mr. Lardass himself.
Who's that?
Fat Rich. Let's rip on him. We're ripping everybody else.
All he was doing was standing on the side over there. What's he do?
Who, Rich?
Yeah.
Well, he had already eaten.
Oh, I see.
He was digesting. He has to stand up to digest.
Oh.
That's it. Hold your head in your hands. You ought to be ashamed. Talked to the bird last night. Mr. Yenta, stop talking to the bird, okay? He's not going to tell you anything. Other than cry on your shoulder. I'm sorry, sir. I'm doing two conversations at once, and it becomes very confusing, doesn't it?
No problem at all.
So, let's see. Was Eric still there when you were there?
I don't know. I don't think I saw Eric.
Eric? Yeah, you saw Eric. Come on. We're not going to hurt your image. Come on. You don't have to be bashful. Eric had an orange T-shirt and blonde hair.
I don't know.
I saw him. He looked a little like God on a good day. There were a lot of very good-looking young ladies and men there yesterday. Like I said, there was something for everybody in the Grove.
Yeah, and everybody was having a great time.
In fact, I think I may take over Alex's place, and he can move up to Plantation. I'll even let him have my satellite dish for a day or two till they take it out.
No, I live in the Grove. It's pretty interesting down there.
It is pretty interesting. I don't usually go anywhere near there because I get lost in the Grove. I just don't get it. Between the Gables and the Grove, all the streets wind around, and it's just too confusing for me. I like Plantation, where there's basically University and Pine Island and Sunrise Boulevard and Broward Boulevard, and that's it. We've only got 4 streets, and that's it.
3 street names, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's it. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to
Well, I'm glad you had such an uplifting time, and I hope you'll come again.
So you had a good time. Yeah. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.
What a guy. 1219 at WIOD. We have an opening in Dade County now for all the happy people, all those great, wonderful, sensuous people who were there yesterday who were just exuding something. 751. I mean, it was, we've done some remotes other places where the people all looked like they'd been let out for a day or two, like from Arcadia or somewhere. But this was a pretty interesting crowd in the Grove, and I take back everything I've said about the Grove being pretentious and plastic and make-believe. Because even though it's true, if I say those things, then they'll never speak to me again. Carroll City.
Hey, how you doing today?
Great.
Okay, I've been monitoring for the last month, and I've come up with a list of the top 15 douchebags for the whole month.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll start off at when do I start from the bottom or from the top?
Well, Letterman always starts from the bottom, and since there are a lot of people out there that think Letterman is hip like Arsenio, then we probably want to start from the bottom.
Okay, let's start from the bottom. Number 15 is McBean. Number 14 is Lee Fowler. Number 13 is Boy Gary. Number 12 is Rick Sanchez. Number 11 is Fat Rich. Now the top 10. Number 10, of course, my favorite, Joey Reynolds. Number 9, the Commissioners of Miami Beach. Number 8, The Bird. Number 7, Lou Holtz. Number 6, the City of Plantation. Number 5, Nick Lawrence.
Don't crack now, you're getting close.
Sorry, number 5, Nick Lawrence. Number 4, Penn Jillette. Number 3, Dick Farrell. Number 2, me. And number 1, your new neighbors.
Excellent job, sir. Excellent.
I'm working on February's, and number 1 already is that Albert Stern guy.
Yeah, he screwed up my whole day today. He messed up my whole day. I don't know who's worse, the Fat Rich or Albert Stern.
Is he a brother of Albert Speer?
No, Howard Stern.
Of Howard Stern.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll call you March 1st with the next list.
Thank you, sir. Good job. 21 past noon at WIOD, and we'll continue with your scintillating calls in a second. We have an opening in Dade County, 751-9463. Don't lose that Dick Purton tape, by the way, Melvin. You got it? You got a firm grip on it? Okay, if the golden oldies sound more oldie than golden, it's time to trade in your audio equipment for something brand new at Sound Advice. Body and everything. I mean, this guy's got it all. God, sir, you should be just about ready to go into programming right now, I think. In fact, there could be an opening any minute. We do have an opening in Palm Beach, I know that, at 655 WIOD, 655 DREC. And let's, what are we talking? Oh, we're just doing a regular old break now. This is the kind I like, where I can sit back, put my bare feet up on the table, and stick them in Fat Rich's face and just relax.
Miami Heat head coach Ron Rothstein is one.
He kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call? All he was concerned about. He kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call? Saying to me, now, is this a crank call? 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 Now, this guy who answers the phone.
Okay, it's 12:38 at WID. That's what we ought to do every day. It's about 12:30. We ought to do the loop off, and we'll put 2 endless loops on together and just see which one holds out. Here's a mobile in Miami.
Yeah, me and my buddy Dan Marino we're hanging out, and We just don't like the way you're making fun of Alex. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he's big with the Dolphins, sir.
Yeah, but you know,
he hangs out with Don Shula in his spare time.
You told everybody to give this guy a couple weeks. I've given this guy a couple weeks. Hey, you know, it's like you say, well, everybody's trying to suck up to me. Well, the fact is, you're good. You know, I mean, even a good bricklayer, if he's the best, it's good to watch. Well,
I'm thinking of going into that as a matter of
fact. Well, you're good on the radio, but
I'd like to lay something before I die anyway.
But this guy is just, I mean, he's nothing. He's blah.
But let me ask you something.
What?
You like him?
No, I don't like him. Oh, I don't know, excuse me. I don't know him personally. He might be.
No, I mean his show.
No, I do not like his show.
Okay.
I'll tell you who I liked. I like you.
Yeah.
Even though you couldn't, even though you didn't like him or whatever, Steve Kane, only because, of course, we all like to...
Hey, listen, Steve and I got along okay while he was here. I mean, Steve's only problem when he was here is he was stubborn. He kept putting these same boring guests on, but Steve did okay
but,
here.
You know, but he did like, you know, hey, we all like to, or at least I do.
Although I'll be honest with you, when Steve was here, though, man, the audience hated him like poison, so I don't know why all of us...
No, I always like
that. Listen to me. That's the problem with the audience here. If we put on A... all of a sudden you like B. If we fire A and we put on B, then you want C.
No,
then if we fire B and we put on C, then you want A back again.
Regardless what people say, they didn't like him. The fact of the matter is, everybody likes sensationalism. That's why they buy the Inquiry. That's why they watch.
Yeah, but let's face it.
I'm just saying, he was entertaining.
The urine lady was not sensational after the 20th cup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're good. But this guy, I mean, he's probably a great guy, but he's just very blah. I don't see how you're making such a supposedly hip town like San Francisco.
Such a what?
Hip town like San Francisco.
What makes you think San Francisco is a hip town? Because there's a lot of queens there? Is that what makes you think it's hip?
Hey, you're playing with words now.
No, seriously, why do you think it's such a hip town?
Well, I'm from California. No, I think it's a lot of BS, but I'm just saying supposedly.
It's like Los Angeles. Is that a hip town? Los Angeles is a nightmare. It's like the end of the world now. It used to be pretty nice.
What I'm trying to say, though, is you got a lot of people that, you know, feel, hey, we're together, you know, quick, witty. And this guy, I don't see how he made it there. You know, I just... the guy's just blah.
I think you ought to give him a chance.
I think you ought to get adios. Bye-bye, Neil.
Okay. God, they're brutal. They are. And don't blame me. I mean, what the hell do you want me to do? You want me to hang up on all these callers? Is that what you want? They are hostile, and I don't get it. I don't get it, because I got news for you. No matter what it is, and like I said before, I said it in a hurry. I want to lay this out, and I want you to think about it and absorb it, including the people in management who, you know, they absorb like a wooden sponge. They absorb nothing. But the fact of the matter is that radio, for the most part, like television, has become more like television. People are into programs. Now, naturally, if you're programming a station, you'd like to put on a half a dozen people during the day and have them be as likable. In other words, have them be as successful as possible so that the audience, you don't get a lot of tune-out, okay? That's the goal, to keep people tuned in. Locked in. But the fact is that the best way to do that is to have people who each bring their own specific audience. I'm telling you that. I don't care what any of you tell me. Kane and I did not have a big crossover. I just tell you that. And I don't think Ranieri and I got any big crossover either. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And then, of course, they get the Arbitron and they show all the hour that people tune out, and when they tune in, all this other. I'm sorry. You're never going to convince me of that. I think that each personality basically develops his own audience. And it's just like the thing with Bill Calder on QAM. Bill's a good friend of mine. I've talked about him. I've given him more publicity than his own station because there are a bunch of geeks over there. But the bottom line is, yeah, he's got some of my listeners who tune him in, but he has basically got his own audience, people that like what he does. He's got a lot of people that hate my guts, and that doesn't bother me because it's not supposed to be everything is a spin-off of the Neil Rogers audience. That's a bunch of crap. I resent that. I don't like it because I think it's a fallacy to begin with. People who like this show listen to it, and there's some people who hate the show listen to it because it fills a void in their lives. But generally speaking, people like this show. Whether they like me personally or not is not relevant, but they like the show, they listen to it. People that like Ranieri and that are used to him and comfortable with him and like to wake up with him in the morning and like his dry humor and like the different shtick, they listen to us in the morning, okay? And that's it. Shows, radio shows. People who listen to Stan, I am telling you, and I know he doesn't believe this, but I believe this with all my heart. I don't think there are that many Neil Rogers people who are Stan Major listeners. I really don't. And the fact of the matter is that when I was on Zeta in the morning, different time period, different frequency, different band even, and Stan was on in the afternoon. I mean, we're on two separate radio stations, and he was still doing fine, and I don't think that was mostly the Neil Rogers audience. That was the Stan Major audience. And that's how this business works, and yet the people in programming and a lot of you people out there don't understand that. And I just think that's the way it is. You have to develop your own thing, and you can't just suck along on somebody else's coattails. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen. Because we're all different. If we all did the same thing all day long, then it would be a different story. And by this time of the day, you'd be so tired of it, you'd bust the radio in half and never tune it on again. It'd be old. Right?
Right.
Okay. That's what I like is agreeable callers in Deerfield.
No, this is West Palm.
I don't care. It says Deerfield on my screen, so consider yourself in Deerfield.
All right.
That's what it says.
All right.
One thing I like about Melvin, I'm on 5, aren't I? Oh, I don't know what I'm on. Are you in West Palm? How did that happen? Both my off lights are on. The board is all screwed up. Are you in West Palm?
Yeah, I'm in Stewart, actually.
Hold on, just a second. Hello?
Deerfield.
You're in Deerfield. All right, hold on a second, okay?
Okay.
You don't mind, do you?
No.
Because you were supposed to be next.
Oh, I know that.
But you're okay, right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. He said I'll wait for you, sir. It was my finger is getting a little twitchy because I'm going through all of this very heavy programming crap, you know, and I get very...
Let him go first. I'm a big call.
Okay, hold on. He said he'll wait. No, yeah, it was my mistake. I pressed the wrong button.
Neil.
Don't panic, Tim. Yes.
Yeah, excellent remote yesterday.
It was great, wasn't it?
Yeah. Gilbert was really good.
Gilbert, where is Gilbert? What happened to Gilbert's call, Melvin?
How come he didn't call you?
He called first thing this morning, and Melvin gave him the brush off.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I can't believe it.
After what he did for us, now Gilbert's feelings are going to be hurt.
That means he can't have Joey's show.
I love Gilbert, man. He made our whole show yesterday, because those other 3 that showed up, I'm serious. What they added to that show is like what my dogs do in the backyard every day.
Really? The lineup you got now is good.
Yeah. What the hell's everybody kvetching about? What the hell do they want? We've got Stan back on for all the Stan people, and what is it that they want?
The best news I heard yesterday was they get rid of Farkle.
Exactly. I mean, that's like there should be worth 80 points alone. So what the hell do these people want? They're never happy. They're never satisfied.
Hey, I got a message. Give me a message before I go.
Okay.
Yeah, Ray Powell's the douchebag.
Okay, sir. Excellent call. Now, that was worth waiting for, right?
No, you shouldn't even have took that call.
Oh, come on. He was at least quick.
He's an idiot.
Well, whatever you say.
He was an idiot.
Well, let's see about you, sir. Well, let's see what your credentials are.
I want to know who this guy was that was down there yesterday with you. I was listening, and you know, the one with the Barbara Walters voice. Who was the clown? Who was he?
You mean Gilbert?
Gilbert.
You're complaining about Gilbert?
I am. I mean, don't hang up on me, because I'm just giving you my opinion. The guy was an idiot. What? I mean, a grown man?
All he was concerned about, he kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call? All he was concerned about, he kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call?
Hello?
Yeah. I just played that to give you a chance to redeem yourself, to change your mind. Gilbert was tremendous.
No.
Gilbert was hysterical. You don't think Gilbert was funny?
The way you make it sound, it's like he carried your show.
I didn't say he did carry the day.
No.
I mean, we don't have Gilbert on every day, but he was funny as hell.
If you really get these people to start calling and say that didn't come down there and just listen.
All right,
to the radio.
I'll tell you what. Hold on a second, okay? Hold on. All right, let's clear all the other lines. I'm sorry, I apologize for doing that. Okay, you're the only one on hold now, right? Don't hang up, because I did this for you. Hold on. Okay, now all the other lines, let's find out real quick. If you heard yesterday, if you didn't hear a show yesterday, then bug off, okay? If you heard yesterday's show and you heard Gilbert down with us at Specs, positive or negative or something like that, okay? Hello. Hi.
I heard the show.
Yes? And what'd you think?
I thought it was silly, but I had a lot of fun at work.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hey, it was okay. A little too much, though.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Sure, bye-bye.
Hello.
Gilbert sucks.
Hello.
Neil.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at first, but he grew on me like a fungus.
Okay. Well, he looked a little like a fungus. Thank you. Hello.
I thought he was great. A very fine compliment to your show.
Thank you, sir. Hello.
What the hell do you want?
Exactly. Hello.
He was okay for a few minutes, but after that, you should have dumped him.
Okay. Hello.
Gilbert kicks ass.
Okay. Now there was a call. Are you listening, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Listen, I'm doing this just for you. How many other people have I ever done this for?
I don't know.
Just because you're such a gentleman and a scholar and a pain in the ass. Hold on. Okay, let's go to Dade. Hello. Come on. You can do it.
Wilbert
Wilbert? Okay. He's auditioning. Hello.
Yeah, bring Gilbert back.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gilbert, Sparkle, and Bennett suck. We love you, Stan.
Okay. You say what?
No changes, pal.
Okay. Hello. Come on, Gilbert. Call later. Hello.
Gilbert is God.
Okay. That must have been Mike. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yeah.
He was fabulous.
I agree. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
Gilbert is great.
Thank you, sir. Hello.
Neil.
Yeah.
I think Gilbert sucked. He was the worst. He's a pansy.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gilbert's great.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Neil.
Yeah.
You were real good yesterday.
Yeah.
Better than the bird.
What the hell did I... Oh, boy.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Only if...
Good one. Hello.
Great, almost as good as Bill McClaig.
Okay. Hello.
Gilbert has got to go.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Gilbert was great. The show yesterday was the greatest I've heard in a long time.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay.
Gilbert's wonderful.
Okay. Boca.
Hello?
Yes.
Well, he got me going.
I'll bet. Sounds like it. Dave.
Gilbert is the name of my penis.
Hello.
Gilbert was good. You sucked.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Gilbert was great.
Thank you, sir. Hello.
What's the question?
Hello.
He was hysterical.
Hello. Okay. Hello.
It was a breath of fresh air.
Thank you. Good one. Hello.
Gilbert kicks ass.
Okay. Hello.
Gilbert kicks ass.
Hello.
Gilbert is the Messiah.
Okay, I believe it could be. Hello.
Long live
What? Who? What?
Gilbert's the best.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yes, he was the best I've ever heard.
Okay, Ronnie. Hello.
I liked him.
I'll bet. Hello. Come on, Stan. We're short on time. Okay, put Stan on hold. Hello.
Give Gilbert a contract. Bring him back.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, tell Gilbert not to buy a house.
Okay. Oh. Are you listening, sir?
Yes.
Okay, hold on now. We got a little break to do. And then we'll come back and we'll finish out the hour as we continue with our very important... This is like a focus group right on the air, ladies and gentlemen. It's 12:51 at WIOD, and we'll be right back. 12:54 at WIOD. Fat Rich was doing his recollections of yesterday's remote, and of course he mentioned the food from Monty's was tremendous. That was the one thing he keeps talking about. Okay, you ready to listen carefully now, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. WIOD.
Yeah, Gilbert sucks big time.
Okay, sir, thank you very much. Hello.
Gilbert was the best. Now,
Hello. Hello.
Gilbert was great. Tell him.
Yes. Tell him adios. Hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
Great.
I just want to tell you that this is the first time I'm calling. I just started listening at the beginning of this week.
Shocking.
I walk around with my headset on. Right now I'm at work. And, I know I've been listening to that FM, and they play the same songs over and over.
Yeah.
So
Ponderous. The word is ponderous, sir.
Oh, it's terrible.
Ponderous, repetitious, and disgusting. Nauseating, revolting, humiliating, and degrading.
Yeah, so I said, what the hell? I'll try AM. I'll
Yeah.
say what? I love your show. I think it's great. I listen to Alex right after you.
Excellent.
And, I just want to say, you did a good job. Yesterday was terrific.
Yesterday was one of the great shows
Yes.
in history, and a lot of these people are calling in trying to pour lukewarm water on it.
I'll tell you what, I sit there with my Walkman on. Nobody can hear me, and I'm just sitting there busting up laughing. Nobody knows what's going on, though.
Good. They'll probably put you away in a couple of weeks, but you'll have a good time.
Hey, everybody else who has a Walkman, so I try to get them to tune in, too.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
All right, you have a good day.
That's our promotion here at WIOD for this show, Walkmans. Hello.
Hello.
Can I
speak to Neil?
Speaking.
Hi, Neil. I think you should put Gilbert on from 8 to 11 and put Stan on afternoon drive again.
Okay. Next Monday. Hello. Oops, wrong one. I don't know what I'm doing here today. Hello.
That's Mr. Gilbert to you, Dummy.
Oh, so cute. That was cute. That must have been my next door neighbor. Hello.
Viva Gilberto.
Thank you, ma'am. Excelente. Hello.
Con el señor Gilbert, que la tiene grande.
Oh, okay. Boca.
Yeah, every time I hear Gilbert, it's...
Broward.
Gilbert for president.
All right. Had to be an improvement. Broward.
Hello?
Yes.
Gilbert's a natural high.
Okay. Broward.
Hi, it's Ricky Tick again, Neil. How are you?
Okay, Rick.
I thought Gilbert was really good. I think we could use him on our new format. And have you seen Rick and Sputz?
Yeah, lately.
I've got the check for them. They haven't been by or anything. What's the story?
Well, they're busy eating, you know. They're trying to stock up like squirrels.
Neil, my hat's off to you, buddy.
Okay, good. Don't tip it. Don't bend over. Dade County.
Oh, Gilbert, stop.
Oh. Broward.
Gilbert was a super, just super.
Thank you, Boom Boom. Dade.
Hello, Neil.
Or was that Ron St. John? I get him confused.
Is Gilbert your new resident speech therapist?
Yes.
Thank you, doctor.
Okay. We'll see you around. Broward.
Oh.
Come on, let's get with it, sir. We don't have all day here.
Gilbert?
Yes.
He stinks.
Thank you. Broward.
Who's bigger, Dan Marino, Vinny Testaverde, or Gilbert?
Daffy will be telling you the answer to that when she gets her new show pretty soon on WOLD. Dade, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Neil?
Yes, sir. Speaking. It's me.
Oh, okay. It kind of grew on me like a yeast infection.
Okay. Listen, I have a good doctor for you. Boca.
Yes, this is WABC New York, 77 on your dial, program director.
Yes,
Is Gilbert
sir.
there?
Yes, Gilbert's here. He's ready to do morning drive. You ready for him?
We want him for 6 to 10, sir.
A.M.
Exactly.
He works alone, by the way.
Okay, put me on hold.
Okay, we'll give you his number. Dade County, hello.
Hello, Gilbert. Come here, baby.
Okay. Broward, hello.
He's a super guy.
Okay. So what do you think so far?
Neil.
Oh, we lost Stewart. Yes.
Neil, it's the Twit Man.
I beg your pardon?
It's the Twit Man.
How you doing, Twit?
Oh, pretty good. Hey, Gilbert's great.
Yep.
And Mike that drives 56 is a fat-ass douchebag.
Okay, good job, Twit.
All right, bye-bye.
See ya. Okay, sure lived up to his name. Dade County.
Yeah. Gilbert is magnificent.
Okay, well, listen, I'm glad you two are having a good time together. Broward.
Yeah, he made Paul Harvey Jr. sound like Dick Farrell.
Well, at least part of that anyway. Broward. No, wait, Gilbert. You'll be a little later. We want to save the big stuff for the end. Dade County.
Gilbert was terrible.
Oh, Palm Beach. Come on.
Gilbert sucks.
Okay, well, we don't want to get too personal now. Broward.
Gilbert, you're the greatest.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's kind of like a little mixed bag for you there, a little sampling. That's our own WIOD on-the-air focus group. We're going to be doing that frequently from now on. Tomorrow we're going to be doing an Alex Bennett focus group for about 30 seconds. Anyway, Deborah Martinez is in there. She is just ready to dazzle you with that hot news and just get all the guys out there worked up to a frenzy. And then we'll come back with our gigantic, big 1 to 2 hour. Alex today with Tommy Smothers, comic Keith Barani, another guy you never heard of. And then Sonny and Joe on Sports Talk at 6:05. And Stan Major with more audience in one night tonight than Farkle had in 3 months.
I thought that someone should get, instead of having their picture autographed, someone should have those bumper stickers that you were handing out.
I think from now on, when they come up, I'm going to autograph their body or something, like a tattoo.
Yeah.
Because there were a whole bunch of people there yesterday. I would love to have autographed their body.
I didn't see any of those people.
Well, it all depends on what perspective you're coming from, sir. Trust me.
I suppose so. And one last comment about
Hey,
the
look,
food.
you're wrong. You must have been too into Gilbert, I'll tell you, because there was something for everybody there yesterday. Believe me, there were beautiful people. They really were.
All right. I hope you enjoyed your food. Our food was available. It wasn't the same wonderful food that you were eating.
Well, of course not. You're just the peons. We're not going to give you the good stuff. We just give you the leftovers.
All right. Well,
but
thanks a lot.
The price was right. Glad you had a wonderful time.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, by the way, before I forget, would you snore around a little bit, and as your usual Yenta fashion, this is the guy that came from Palm Beach that was after Rick and Putz to take the Neil Rogers T-shirt off and give it to him. He was very demanding, but he wasn't a bad guy. And I promised him that I would see to it that we mail him one of those T-shirts to get him off our ass. So please take care of that as an attempt to try to make up for the disgusting. Victor was the board op, Boy Gary Jr.'s intern. Victor, yeah, he looked a little like one of Boy Gary's people. Anyway, it's 12 minutes after 1 at WL. He had that kind of desperate look.
I mean, is this what we're coming to? Is this a crank call? Is this a crank call? All he was concerned about, he kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank?
Okay, 1:15 at WIOD. Let's go to Broward. Hello.
Hello. I wonder if you could help me.
Well, I'll sure give it my best try.
Okay.
I doubt it.
No, you will. I know that Neil Rogers is doing a lot for the homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of clothing for men, women, and children. I've gotten a family to contribute. Is there any place that I can bring this?
Where are you?
in Fort Lauderdale?
Salvation Army would be delighted.
Well, do they give directly to the homeless? You know,
Oh, sure, absolutely.
I called an organization yesterday, and they said they put the clothing in a thrift shop. Now, I have a lot of things that are new, and I would really like the homeless to get them. I don't want it sold.
Oh, I see.
So I would like to...
Why don't you call up Camilla's house in Miami, and if they, because I know they'll pick stuff up, and if they can't use it, they'll tell you where you can take it, or where...
Do you have their phone number?
Do you have the number, Melvin? No? We'll get it for you, just because you're so nice.
Thank you.
Kept saying to me, now, is this a crank call? Is this a crank call? All he was concerned about, he kept saying...
I just have it on low level, Marvin, so we have something on the air, okay? While you're getting me the number, which seems to be taking an incredible amount of time. Boy, he is so slow. Here we go, 374... 1065.
10. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Is this a crank call? Is this a crank call? All he was concerned about...
I know. It's 117 at WIOD. We're doing screenless, so we got a line in Broward and a line in the line in Broward, like I said, not ringing. There it goes. Boy, that was pretty disturbing for just a second. Broward.
I want 5 cigarettes.
Dave.
Hello, this is Gilbert.
Hi, Gilbert. How you doing?
Okay, and
you're driving us nuts, Gilbert.
And Gilbert is my hero. Hold on. Do I get my $50 now, Gilbert? No? But he promised. You promised, Gilbert.
Okay, let's go to Dade County. Hello.
Gilbert needs an enema.
Well, I know just who's ready to give it to him, sir. As they say in Otis, it's in the bag. Palm Beach.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm from Stewart. I'm the one that got cut.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I went back to you there, and all of a sudden you were gone.
Yeah, I got cut off.
Well, what the... You got cut off?
I got cut off.
Well, you must be Jewish.
Yeah. So, if you really take a listen to all those callers, most of them called
Can I ask you a personal question,
Sure.
sir? Are you circumcised?
Circumcised?
Okay.
I'm not Jewish. Hello? Hello?
Go ahead. It was just a little joke. I mean, a real little joke. Go ahead.
Oh, come on. You cut them.
Hey, listen, we know the deal, okay? You're not fooling. Up in Stewart, get serious.
Hey, I get your radio station.
You mean to say that the Goyim in Stewart don't get circumcised? Where are you from originally?
New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey, and you're telling me you're not circumcised?
I'm not.
Oh, you're not?
It hangs all the way down.
No, I don't want to hear about it. I had enough with Joey yesterday. I don't want to hear about that. Go ahead now. What is it?
So what did we finally come up with? Did he carry you or not? I say
did he
no.
Carry me? What? He wasn't there to carry anybody. He was there to...
You were talking like he carried the show.
I did not say that. I said that he made it a lot of fun.
Oh,
And listen, he was a lot more fun than Rick and Putz and Joey, I'll tell you that. Those three deadheads who sat around and looked stupid.
From the phone calls you got, you had to see that not a lot of people liked him.
You're nuts.
No.
You're dreaming.
No, they hated him.
I thought he was funny as hell. Well, listen, you weren't there though, right?
Right.
The live audience was on the floor, and I wish I'd have jumped off the table and gotten on the floor with them. Some of them, believe me. I'd hate to keep repeating that, but it's true.
Yeah.
But, no, they were having a great time. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe it just didn't come over on radio.
But you liked them.
Don't you understand, with this audience, no matter what you ask about, half of the people will call in and say it sucked just to be morons. Don't you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
So the fact that anybody called in and said they liked it is a tremendous plus. It's more than Alex has got going.
Neil.
Yeah.
Would you have him back again?
Wait a minute. We have an artist rendition here of Yesterday at Specs. Just a moment. This is from Michael. Hold on a second. This is an honest-to-God, painting. Look at that. Pig Out at Coconut Grove by Michael something or other. Oh, there's his card. Michael Heisman, attorney at law. And it has, it looks like a scene from Animal Farm by George Orwell. There's Fat Rich, and there's me. And there's Melvin crouching down, shoving food in his face behind the phone. It's excellent. Thank you, Michael. And so what's your verdict, sir? What do you want? What do you want from my life?
Come on, he was bad.
I'm not going to say he was bad because I thought he was a panic. I thought we had a great time with him. Isn't it funny? All those sucklings calling in on Calder's show this morning, he put Gilbert on for I don't know how long because I only heard part of it. And everybody that called in had been listening yesterday, or some of them were even at the remote, and they all loved it.
Well, I mean, he said the same thing.
And now on my show where we had him on, it's like, well, he sucked. It was boring.
He's saying take me out to the ball game, what, 30 times?
3 times.
How many?
3.
Oh, come on.
3.
I listened for 2 hours and I heard him over 3 times.
3 times. That's all he did it.
All right, well, my question, I'm going over to the Bahamas.
What is your question? You've been on here for the longest, ponderous time, sir. What is it?
Am I a good caller? I mean, is that...
Well, I don't know. You've been on so long, I forgot.
Well, see, I've been listening. Okay, today, you've had 2 people call that they just started listening a week ago.
Well, thank God for that. That's because of that heavy-duty promotion from WIOD and our promotion department.
Well, no, actually, the one guy
You can't complain
called,
about our promotion because we don't get any.
Well, no, the one guy called, he had a good call. He was on for about 15 minutes. He was a good caller. But
15 minutes?
Yeah, the one guy he called, telling you he had only been listening for about 9 days.
Yeah, well, he wasn't on 15 minutes. So you've been on 15 minutes, but not him. You've been on a half hour.
He was a good call.
All right.
The other guy...
So in other words, you're going to tell me who is good as a guest, who's good as a call. You can be like the choreographer of the show.
Do you need one?
No.
No. Okay, really, what I'm
doing... In
I'm going over to the Bahamas.
Yeah, good luck.
And I might not come back.
I hope you make a fortune.
Okay, but where do you stay when you go over there?
I don't go over there. I despise the Bahamas. Ranieri's the one that goes over there on all those freebies. I don't go over there. I can't stand it.
Okay, and my friend wanted me to ask you.
God.
You drive a Ferrari? Is that what you said?
I don't. I own one. I don't drive it.
You don't drive it?
No, I drive I drive a little puny Corvette.
He's thinking about going into radio.
Yeah.
And he said that if he drives a Ferrari, he must make good money.
Yeah.
So it is true, you make good money.
So what does that mean? I make a lot of money, yeah. So what does that mean? He's going to make a lot of money because he's some schlumper, wants to be on radio and get a soft job? Tell him to get serious and get a life.
Get a life, huh? Get a job.
See ya.
Okay, well, it's been fun talking to you.
Well, I'm glad it was good for you. See ya.
It was.
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
God, 22 after 1 at WIOD.
6 WIOD.
From a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another that the bird's not around. They say he's out of work now. He's got to buy his own lunch now. And Neil's never looking back again. It's ponderous and it's boring. Causing lots of snoring. We're tired of hearing how the bird got screwed. Is he a man or a bird now? He needs to find a job now. He's running out of dough, so he's yakking like a loon. Heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another that the bird's not around. Boo, boo.
Okay, 28 after 1 at WID. That's going to be our poll question tomorrow. Who do you want, Gilbert, the bird, or Joey? And we ought to have a tremendous response for that. Okay, we're doing a little screenless between now and 2. Boca and Palm Beach. Oh, Palm Beach has started ringing. We better grab it. Hello?
Yes, collect from Frank. Will you pay?
Sure.
Neil.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Neil.
Yes, Frank.
How are you, sir?
Wonderful, sir.
I heard you talking about me over the radio.
About your T-shirt.
Exactly.
Well, Rich took you. Did you take care of it? He's going to take care of it personally,
the
okay?
thing is, I didn't care about Rick or Spud.
Wait a minute. What is that? What now? What's Melvin saying? No shirts in house. Says who? There's not one left? When we get the next batch, we'll send one out. It may not be till 2 years from Sukkot, but as soon as we get them.
Okay, anyway. It wasn't the fact that they had it. It was the fact that
yes, it was. Why don't you
your
be honest,
name
Frank?
on it.
Yeah. Well, I'll put my name on something and send it to you.
Well, I can go there and you can put your name on it.
No, sir. Come on.
Okay.
Don't start getting emotional now.
So you really thought there was
Look at that. Here's Chuck Meyer with a whole bunch of T-shirts. Melvin, you're so full of it. Take care of that right now. You'll be getting it within a matter of moments, sir.
Neil,
Chuck Meyer's been sitting on them in the newsroom.
You're one hell of a guy. You really are.
See, I know it. And I kept trying to tell that to Eric yesterday, and he said, well, just sign a picture and leave me alone already, will you? And then there was Joe and Michael. There was a whole bunch of real fascinating people there yesterday.
I know. I seen the way you were looking.
Oh, God. I just couldn't believe it. I didn't know whether to scream or eat my dessert.
And you did a good job.
Yeah.
eating your dessert.
Well, that's all I did, but that's better than nothing. It's on the way, Frank.
All right, Neil, I just wanted to let you know that I am a devoted listener, and I will continue to be one.
Well, thank God for you.
Okay.
Have a great life.
Bye.
How do you like that? Well, I guess there's hope for me after all. 1:30 at WID. Frank sounded a little desperate. He had a secret stash, it says. Well, listen, a lot of people in this building have a secret stash. T-shirts, too. What is that? Oh, look at this. Here's my check. Oh, sucking around trying to make up. What? Now, how come you were hiding it under there? Let me just open this up and see what it looks like. Too bad Joey's not here so I could stick it in front. Oh, it looks pretty good to me, I'll tell you that. Looks pretty damn good to me. Okay, we got a line not ringing in Broward and one in Palm Beach, and here we're doing screenless. Boy, how the mighty have fallen, as Steve would say, wouldn't he? Isn't that what he would say? The mighty have fallen. Let's go to Dade County. Hello. Broward. Okay. Broward.
I would like to know about our cigarettes.
Dade. Come on, get with it. Make it snappy.
And right over here we want Gilbert.
Okay, that's very good. That was excellent. That was one of Gilbert's favorite callers. Dade.
Yeah, hey,
Wrong show, sir. He's not here anymore. Dade County, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's number one.
Okay. Boca.
Neil.
Yeah.
How old is Gilbert?
Old enough to know better.
Then what?
I have no idea how good. My guess would be 35. I don't know. I have no idea.
Really?
33, 32, 35.
He sounds a lot older than that. He wasn't too bad yesterday.
He was fun.
He was
what do
great.
these people want? Would you tell me what the hell do they want? Gilbert was sensational. I thought we had a great time.
He beats the bird, no doubt about that.
Oh, God, with a stick.
I think you should have Gilbert sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" during the Cubs game.
Yeah, that would be great. If we can't see the games, at least we can sing the song.
That's right.
Okay.
He's not bad.
Thank you.
Okay.
I thought we had a great time. I guess I'm going to have the audience call in and tell me if I'm having a good time or not. It's like the guy who goes to the doctor and says, how do I feel? Let's go to Broward. Hello.
Well, vote for the Cubbies.
If they don't win, it's a shame. Excellent, sir. That was Gilbert Jr. I could recognize that voice anywhere. Dade.
Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing, Neil?
Terrific.
Hey, listening.
Listening?
No, listen. That was a good show yesterday, man.
Yeah, I thought so, pal.
It was excellent.
What the hell do these people want?
I don't know what they want.
They don't like Alex Bennett. They don't like Stan. They don't like Steve. They don't like Mike. They don't like me. They don't even like Joe Zizaki.
I don't know. Well, maybe they want Dickie Farrell back.
Oh, God. Well, then they deserve what they get.
Hey, listen, I couldn't make it in because I was at work, man. But, anyways, the show was excellent.
If you would have been there in person, you'd have just wet your pants, I'm telling you. You'd have gone nuts.
Yeah, too bad I'm missing one of those T-shirts.
I know.
Huh?
No chance.
No chance?
No.
All right, Neil.
Next remote.
Okay, Neil.
Good luck
hey,
to you, sir.
All right, take it easy.
See, now they're all going to call. Oh, would you send me one of those T-shirts? Now, why did he put that down over... Oh, that's not it. What did he do with it? Is he already mailing it out? Frank, it's on the way. Fat Rich is so desperate to try to make up for all of his misdeeds, and boy, that's going to take a long time, that he's already going out there and getting that big manila envelope. Here he is. Look at that. He's got it right in his hand. And the envelope as well, and the T-shirt, and he's going to mail it out to you. Frank, I guess I should probably sign it, shouldn't I? Puts a little special message on there for Frank, like love and kisses, and butch up a little bit. No, I'm not. Now, what are you doing? Don't go writing something on it. Jeez. What are you doing? Oh, you're writing on the envelope. God, I thought you're... Not only is he trying to look like me, but now he wants to sign my name also. Broward. Okay, up yours, pal. Broward.
Yes, hi, Neil.
Yeah.
Good remote yesterday.
Oh, it's Johnny.
No.
It's not Johnny?
No.
It's Johnny Jr.?
No.
Who is it?
Gilbert saved the day.
Yeah, Gilbert saved me, I'll tell you that. We didn't have any show out there. We never do. They send me out on those things and...
like a 10,000 claimer, first time on Lasix.
Exactly. The Lasix is what did it for him. That's why his knees were a little bloated.
No, he was very funny. It was a good remote.
Thank you, sir, for your refreshing honesty.
Very nice.
Okay. Have a wonderful life, he was starting to say. Dade County.
Yes, Neil, I just want to let you know.
Dade County, hello.
Don't be a...
Dade County, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
It was hysterical yesterday. Let me tell you, when he tried to read that spec spot at the end.
That only took about 6 minutes. It was the longest spot they ever got.
It says on the,
It was fabulous.
Tears are running down my cheek.
Exactly.
Well,
How about your face?
I don't know about that, Ed. Take care.
Okay. See, now they're starting to come out. You people don't know what the hell you want. That was one of the greatest performances in the history of mankind. I was going to say the human race, but I think we might be stretching it. But it was great. And, he sucks. You don't know what the hell you want. Nothing could make you people happy for crying out loud. God. Dade County.
Neil.
Yeah.
Now that you got rid of the bird, now you got that butt-licking duck, Mr. Majors, back on. I mean, anything he talks about is you. Neil. Neil wakes me up in the morning. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
But let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you like his show?
Sometimes.
Okay. Let's go to Broward. Hello.
I'll donate $2,000 to the Camillus House if you give me a contract.
Okay, Gilbert. Let's go to one of radio's most embarrassing moments, by the way. Dade County, hello.
Yeah, Neil, I got PP's beeper number, and he's the original.
Yeah, good luck to you. See, one thing about PP and Pembroke Pines, he don't overdo it. He knows how to just space it out. Some of these other people, you put them on, they're funny for a minute, all of a sudden they're like everywhere. They just get overwhelmed, and that's one of the pitfalls, one of the dangers in this business. In fact, some of them become so immersed in their own self-importance that they actually go on other shows and start taking calls. You know what I mean? Come on, Traveling Matt, start up again. Call up Calder tomorrow morning and tell him I'm whipping him, okay? You slimeball. That Traveling Matt. Boy, that was just, I almost drove off into the bay yesterday listening to that crap. 24 till 2 at WIOD, and we'll be right back.
610 WIOD. WLS.
Let's see who's around.
All four of them.
Let's see who's around a while, Dick.
Okay, 21 till 2 at WIOD, and let's go. Why do I have Palm Beach on hold? Is there some reason?
Oh, Gilbert, you're such a stud.
Oh, that's why. Dade County, hello.
Hello?
Don't forget my Dick Putin tape from Detroit, by the way, in there, Melvin. Yes.
Yes, sir. Is Neil there?
Speaking.
How are you?
Okay.
I was there yesterday.
Great.
And it was great.
Who is this?
George.
George?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how's the audience doing?
I beg your pardon?
How's the live audience doing?
What live audience? Today?
Yeah.
Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chairs set up.
There's nobody there?
Of course not.
Do I have time to make it?
You bet, George. Just bring a healthy appetite. Wings Plus is bringing the food, and just laugh a lot.
And do you get frisked?
I might be in the lobby on the way in, so it all depends on what you look like.
Joey's not nowhere around there, right?
No. Oh, man, did you see that?
That was hysterical.
Well, for you, maybe.
That was...
Boy, if you ever met somebody that wears too much perfume or something, and it gets, like, all over you. He wears, not cologne, but I think, like, ladies' perfume. It's just, oh, God.
Does his wife know this?
I don't think so. I think she's in the dark with Johnny.
Okay, so I'm going to hop on over there.
Okay, you hop over here, George.
Okay.
Let's hope nobody steps on you in the way.
Okay, sir.
See ya.
Thank you.
Excellent. 141 at WIOD. Let's go to Boca. He said, and Boca be gone. Broward.
Hi, Neil.
Yeah.
All right, listen. When are you going to bring back Dion?
When are we going to bring him back? Anytime he wants to be on the show, sir.
Really? I tell you, that was one of your finest shows.
That's where it's. He's no Gilbert, but he's pretty good.
No, he's bad. I'm sure Rich, I saw him over there, but I didn't want to bother the guy. He was in heaven watching Dion at the concert November 25th.
Yeah, he said it was great.
It was fantastic, and I'm sure your summer book showed the ratings that when you had Dion on there.
Absolutely. That Dion is what put us over the top. I don't know what I could have done without him.
The man's a legend. You're good by yourself, but Dion's a legend.
Not like when Dion's here.
Well, maybe you're right.
Okay.
Dion is king. Thank you much.
See ya. Dion is what? King. Okay. I'm glad you said that. Dade County. Hello? Nobody there. Broward.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Where'd Gilbert come from?
I think Uranus. Palm Beach.
I want my cigarette.
Dade County.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
You say nobody ever crosses over from Mike to your show? I always cross over, man. My preference is you and then Mike. But Mike used to be. I've been hearing him maybe 5 years right now, and since you joined IOD, I haven't missed one of your shows.
Well, thank God for you, sir.
All right.
We like those crossover guys.
Oh, yeah. And yesterday it was hysterical.
Was Gilbert okay?
No, he was the best.
Okay. Well,
The
see,
hell with
'cause
the bird. Bring back. Are you ever going to have Gilbert on your show again?
Of course. I'm not going to pay attention to these idiots.
No,
They just want to hurt his feelings.
I mean, I did not work yesterday. I worked yesterday, but I did not work at all.
I know what you mean. That's how I felt. I felt like I just sat back and let him do the show. It was great. I like that.
Hey, you did look at good people yesterday, huh?
Oh.
They all look good.
Yeah.
That grove is hot.
They were all hot.
Alrighty.
See ya. 143 at WIOD. Broward.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay.
Gilbert was terrific.
Wasn't he?
Is there any chance of getting them on commercials?
Yeah, I think so. I think he ought to. I told him to call the ad team. I bet you Russ Oasis would hire him right away.
Boy, I'll tell you, he was terrific.
He'd be a smash.
Enjoyed the show immensely.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, a little screenless here right up till the bitter end. Let's go to Broward. Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Neil, please.
Dade County, hello.
Yeah, I have to tell you, that show was bigger than the one at EMAC.
Oh, he just can't stop. He can't stop. He's out of control. He's psychotic. He just is everywhere. He's like a...
Well, what are you going to do? You won't hear from me for a long time.
Why? Oh, you're full of it.
Gilbert had me speechless, I have to admit. He was unbelievable.
And that's saying a lot.
And anybody who thinks otherwise is insane.
Oh, these people are just... Don't you understand? If they all call in and say he was great, then they just, they can't, they don't have it in them. They've got a bitch and bellyache. And
I mean, I even got to hold his fish. So what does that tell you?
I don't want to get into that.
But anyway, excellent show. You did a great job. And
although I noticed he said, when you turned and looked at him, he said something about perch, so I don't know what that meant.
Oh, God, it was a great show. It was one of the best,
I agree. I thought we had a tremendous time.
And Rick and Suds really added a lot to the
Added
ambiance.
absolutely nothing whatsoever. I mean, I'm glad they got a good lunch, but boy, those two, they got to work on something like material or anything.
Unbelievable.
Even reading the phone book would be an improvement for those two guys.
I mean, I don't know which I'd rather see, Alex Bennett strip or listen to a Rick and Suds show.
Yeah, pretty close.
All right, well, listen, it was fantastic. Anybody who thinks otherwise is insane.
Good day. Okay, there he goes. Won't hear from him for at least, what's today? Thursday till Monday. 145 at WIOD, where the hits just keep on coming. Alex Bennett today. Tommy Smothers on the phone. Comic Keith Barani, whatever the hell his name is, in the studio. And a small but select live studio audience. George, who called moments ago, who sounded almost comatose, is hopping on down here. Throw him a couple of flies to keep him full until he can get here, and Wings Plus is bringing the food. Come on by and be sociable. Alex doesn't bite. At least in person. Broward.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Listen, I heard pieces of the program yesterday, but this guy Gilbert's terrific.
Yeah.
He's funny without trying.
I don't know what these people are talking about.
He's basically your perfect foil.
Yeah.
You could have like a Gilbert Day or something, whatever you want to program.
Sure. Well, I don't like to be predictable, you know. I like doing it when they least expect it.
Surprise us.
Sure.
Whatever it is, I mean, he's like that guy Paul Schaefer. You know, he's got a funny voice. I don't think he's trying to be funny. I think he's being dead serious, and he comes off hysterical.
Just comes naturally.
All right. Well, I gotta go. I'm right there at the Char Hut. I'm ready to go have lunch. So I'll talk to you later.
Have one for me.
Okie dokie.
Thank you. 146 at WID. Now, Fat Rich just came up with an interesting name for him. How about Gilbert? Gilbert. That might be pretty good, huh? I'm not going to get the card out again. I'm too tired. 146. Well, that was pretty interesting, Melvin. What was that? Almost as interesting as this.
Oomba-loomba-lamba Fat Rich. Balanga-doo-doo to Fat Rich. Oomba-ga-lee-booba-lamba Fat Rich. Oh, I want to be like a Fat Rich.
Okay, it's 11 till 2 at WIOD, and, Well, listen, you know, when you're successful like you are, everybody wants to jump on your coattails. And in your case, Dade County.
Neil!
Yeah?
What's going on?
How you doing, dude?
Last time we talked was my birthday, man. I did imitations of PP and Hap.
Yes, sir. It was excellent. Outstanding.
I thought they were pretty good.
Well, it was better than pretty good.
You know what I'm going to do?
How was your birthday, sir?
It was great.
Well, that's good.
But you know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
Since I haven't been able to listen to the show lately.
Why not?
So I'm sitting in an office where I got to get I'm going to go buy a boombox today.
Great.
Because I have not heard the show for a few days and I'm desperate.
Take that boombox in the office and crank it up as loud as it'll go and tell those people to bug off.
They're all Neil fans here, so don't worry.
Oh, really?
Everybody's dying to hear the show.
Where is this?
It's called the Ultimate in Travel in Coral Gables. But what my position is, I sell concert tickets and sports tickets legally.
Great.
Okay. So anytime you need a ticket to see, what's that guy's name?
The Who?
No, well, the Who, no. Bill should have taken care of you on that.
Yeah, he did.
We
He took
would
good
have,
care
you know.
of us. Paul McCartney.
Neil, I'm telling you,
Elton John.
you want anything, we'll get it for you.
Really?
Yep.
Well, do you remember me talking about Eric, who was down at the Specs yesterday?
I haven't heard the show. The last 3 days I haven't heard the show.
You said anything I want, you're going to get it for me?
Sure.
Work on that for a while.
You want Eric?
And Joe and Michael.
Well,
And probably about 20 others who were there. I'm not choosy at this point.
They're at the Specs at Monty's.
That's right.
Well, I'll go check them out and see what I can do for you.
Work on it for me, please.
I'll do that, Neil.
Have a great life.
You too.
Okay. No tryouts. 151 at WIOD. Let's go. I hate to do that because it puts all those people in an embarrassing position again of having me fawning and drooling and lapping all over the incredible physical appearance of their bodies. They may be morons inside, right? But I don't think so. They all looked like real great. And they all like Gilbert. So what does that tell you? Broward.
Tell Gilbert I'm hunting west.
Okay. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
How you doing, dude?
Okay.
What's hanging?
Who's this?
Joel with 2 L's.
Oh, my God. Who stiffed us on his birthday, no less.
How you doing, Neil?
Did you hear I played Happy Birthday for you that day?
That was great.
Yeah, but I understand. We're losing all our callers to Bill Calder. We understand that. There's no problem.
I couldn't make it down there yesterday.
He's a good friend of mine, and he needs it more than I do.
Yeah.
That's it. Make something out of that, Matt. Come on, traveling Schmendrick.
He's a douchebag.
He is. He's
And
a pain in the ass. Troublemaker. Chronic troublemaker.
You know what Calder should do, Neil?
What's that?
Just get those voices, those people, and just play. It's either
put them on tape.
Lester, Gilbert, Traveling Matt, and who's the other douchebag? They're called Michael. That's
Michael, yeah.
That's it. And Granny in the mornings.
Oh God. Oh man,
Is that
Granny
you?
Og.
Is that you?
No, it sure ain't.
No.
Mm-mm.
All right. So I don't have anybody to call a douchebag, so I'll just call myself a douchebag.
Well, we certainly won't argue with that. Joel, have a wonderful life.
All right.
Good luck to you.
It's back.
152 at WIOD, the Big Palm Beach line. Okay, Boca.
Hey, Gilbert is an asshole.
Okay, good one. Broward.
Hello.
Yeah.
I need to talk to Neil.
Dade County, hello. Broward.
I don't know.
Palm Beach.
Stop with the chronics and stop creating new ones.
Dade.
I guess I like him.
Oops. Broward. Oops. Broward.
Hey, Neil, how you doing, eh?
Sorry, Johnny. That was Johnny Bauer Jr. That's all right. He's not a bad guy, just chronic. There's nobody on here, is there? No, there's nobody on that line. Dade County, hello.
Would Gilbert like a slice of pizza?
Dade.
Here to investigate you.
Broward.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Neil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Several things.
Dade, hello.
Oh, Gilbert, he ain't no oil king.
Palm Beach. No, nobody there. Boca.
Gilbert's phone home.
Broward. We just missed Stan a couple of times today. Don't forget he'll be on 8 o'clock tonight with a full 3-hour show. No president, no ball game. Broward.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Dade. Seems like we have an epidemic. Maybe we have a little minor tremor out there. Maybe Alex brought it with him from San Francisco. Dade.
We're dying over here.
What the hell are we doing? How did I get sucked into this anyway? A Boca. Broward.
The bird lives.
Come on, cue up. That's it. See, I used to use, I forgot how to do this, too. Where the hell is that other one? By the time I find it, we'll be out of time, so don't get too panicky on the phone. I can't find it. How about this one instead?
Where's my prune juice?
That wouldn't be too bad. Okay, let's try Dade. Hello.
How about the Gilbert School of Broadcasting?
Broward.
Why does Gilbert move around so much?
Oh, that was excellent. Palm Beach.
It's another gray day.
Dade County, hello.
Whoops, look, I dropped the soap.
Broward.
I like Alex Bennett. Is that so wrong?
Broward. All right, just relax, Gilbert. Broward.
Oh, buzz me if you swallow.
Dave.
Hello, you wascally wabbit you.
Boca.
Gilbert likes it when people drop this soap.
Woward.
Cowhead.
What? Nothing, huh? Nothing. Dade County, hello.
Elmer Fudd calling for Gilbert.
Broward. All right, Tiny, I'll be right home. Just relax. Broward.
Did I see you? Hello, is this?
Dade County, hello. Yeah, come on, get with it. What?
Over the lightning round.
What is it? What? I heard it. Dade County, hello. Broward.
Hello?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Dade County, hello. Come on, get with it. Do it. Boca.
Hello?
Yes.
Neil.
Yeah.
Did you read that article in the paper about the toad licking syndrome going around?
Palm Beach.
Judy Brown, you're a douchebag.
Broward.
You're a dirt.
Dade County, hello.
Who I am, know who I am, you know who I am, you know who I know who I am, and
Okay, if we had about 20 minutes, I'd let that go. Dade County, hello.
Yeah, hi, Neil. I got something serious I want to discuss.
Good. Broward.
Bob Gilbert?
Never stole a freight train.
Bob Gilbert, that's who that is. Boy, they put you into early retirement, and look what happens, man. It's frightening. Broward.
Gilbert, you red bastard.
Dade County, hello.
Gilbert spelled backwards is Treebridge.
Dade County.
What for the home team?
Broward.
Everything's fine.
Broward. Palm Beach.
Oh, Larry. Neil.
Boca.
Hey, Neil, wouldn't this be an alternative to Glenn?
Broward.
On your knees, Gilbert.
Don't get the floor dirty now. Dade County.
Come on, give us up your eyes.
Broward.
Neil, tell me, penis, 1 S or 2?
Dade County, hello.
Put Gilbert on instead of...
Broward, hello.
Would you hold on, please?
Dade County.
Gilbert, stay on your knees.
Boca.
Gilbert, who?
Broward.
I got a wascally wabbit in my pants.
Dade County. Broward.
Steve, you douchebag.
Palm Beach. Okay, well, listen, that just about What? What? What are you writing now? Put a piece of gum on it? Is that what he said? Well, I wasn't sure. Whatever you say. Hey, listen, I mean, it's your license. Broward. Did I do something wrong there? Hello? Yeah, I think so. Hello? Broward.
Think of sandwiches, Neil?
Broward.
Howard.
Boca. Dade County, hello.
Help me, I'm shrinking.
Okay, we usually do our last call when we do this, which we won't be doing again for a long time, from Boca, and look at that, it lit up just in time. Boca.
The bird's a liar.
Excellent. Okay, not bad. A little out of practice, a little bit rusty, but it wasn't all. It could have been a lot worse. Believe me, it could have been worse. Anyway, that's going to do it. Chuck Meyer, thank God for Chuck, who found that stash, that illegal stash of unbelievable T-shirts under his thing in there, is standing by with the 2 o'clock news. Alex Bennett with Tommy Smothers, Keith Barony, that small and select studio audience, Joe Zagacki and Sonny Zazaki and Sonny on Sports Talk at 6:05, and Stan Major at 8 o'clock tonight. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 here on 610 WIOD.